For centuries, a shadow organization has operated in the quiet corners of history, its members bound by secret oaths and its influence stretching across empires and revolutions. They are known by many names, but most famously as the Freemasons. What if I told you that their most guarded secrets, the very foundation of their power, were not just philosophical ideals, but a tangible, physical legacy hidden from the world? Our journey begins not in a grand lodge, but in a dusty, forgotten archive. Tucked away within a collection of 18th century correspondence, we found a letter, penned by a hand that trembled with either fear or excitement. It spoke of a grand architect's key, not a metaphorical concept, but a real object, a cipher capable of unlocking a primordial truth. The letter was filled with cryptic symbols, some familiar to students of Masonic lore, others entirely alien. Stars, compasses, and eyes were interwoven with geometric patterns that seemed to pulse with a life of their own. These weren't just decorative scribbles. Each symbol, we discovered, corresponds to a specific location, a historical event, or an astronomical alignment. It was a map, a treasure hunt laid out by the masterminds of the Enlightenment. The trail led us first to Paris, to the very heart of the French Revolution. Official histories tell us of a popular uprising against a decadent monarchy. But what if the revolution was meticulously orchestrated, a grand piece of theater designed to conceal the movement of a sacred object? The Bastille, we found, wasn't just a prison. Its architectural plans, when overlaid with the symbols from our letter, revealed hidden chambers and secret passages. Eyewitness accounts from the time, long dismissed as fantasy, describe strange lights and chants emanating from the prison's depths in the nights leading up to the storming. The revolutionaries weren't just seeking to free prisoners. They were retrieving something that had been hidden there, something the French monarchy had guarded for generations. The Grand Architect's Key. From the chaos of Paris, the trail jumps across the Atlantic to the fledgling United States of America. It's no secret that many of the founding fathers, Washington, Franklin, Revere, were high-ranking Freemasons. We see their influence etched into the very fabric of the nation, from the dollar bill's all-seeing eye to the deliberate, almost ritualistic layout of Washington, D.C., but the connection runs deeper. A second set of documents unearthed in a Virginia estate belonging to a confidant of Thomas Jefferson speaks of a new Atlantis and the arrival of a sacred inheritance from the old world. The timing is uncanny. Just as the key disappears from Paris, whispers of its arrival begin in the secret societies of the New World. The symbols on the American documents were different, evolved. They incorporated native motifs, blended with the classic Masonic imagery. This wasn't just a transfer of an object. It was an adaptation, a planting of ancient knowledge in new soil. The layout of the capital city, we believe, is not just a tribute to Masonic geometry, but a massive, functioning mechanism. Each monument, each federal building is a gear in a colossal machine, designed to channel and amplify a specific kind of energy. But for what purpose? The answer, we believe, lies in the final piece of the puzzle, the uncorrupted wisdom. Masonic legends speak of a time before the Great Flood, a golden age when humanity possessed a direct line to the divine, a complete understanding of the universe's laws. This knowledge was lost, shattered into fragments. The Freemasons, as inheritors of the ancient mystery schools of Egypt and Greece, have dedicated themselves to reassembling this scattered wisdom. The Grand Architect's Key is the tool for that reassembly. It's not a key to a physical door, but a key to human consciousness. The symbols, the rituals, the perfectly aligned architecture, they are all part of a system designed to unlock dormant potentials within the human mind. The symbols act as a language that speaks directly to our subconscious, bypassing the rational mind to awaken a deeper, more intuitive understanding of reality. This is why their secrets have been so fiercely guarded. In the wrong hands, such power could be catastrophic. In the right hands, it could elevate humanity, ushering in a new golden age. But the story doesn't end there. There have always been factions within the Masons, splinter groups with their own interpretations and agendas. A rival order, hinted at in our texts as the Brethren of the Shadow, sought to possess the key not for enlightenment but for control. They believed that humanity was not ready for such wisdom and that it should be wielded by a select few to impose order on a chaotic world. Throughout history, these two factions have been locked in a silent war, fought not on battlefields, but in the corridors of power, in the world of finance, and in the realm of ideas. Could this clandestine conflict explain some of history's most sudden and inexplicable turns? The rise and fall of empires, the sudden technological leaps, the moments where the world seems to pivot on a dime. We see traces of this struggle everywhere once we know what to look for. Think of Nikola Tesla, a man whose ideas were so far ahead of his time they seemed to come from another world. His work on free energy was mysteriously suppressed, his legacy nearly erased. Was he an independent genius, or did he stumble upon a piece of this ancient knowledge, only to be silenced by one of the factions vying for control? The trail today has gone cold, but the symbols are re-emerging. They appear subtly in corporate logos, in the architecture of new global headquarters, and in the complex algorithms that govern our digital lives. The game is still being played. The pieces are still moving on the board. The key, we believe, is no longer a single physical object. It has evolved, transformed into something far more subtle and pervasive. It might be a data stream, a specific frequency, or a sequence of code. The final pages of the documents we've uncovered are the most unsettling. They are not a conclusion, but a prophecy. They speak of a final alignment, a time when the stars, the Earth's own energy grid, and a critical mass of human consciousness will converge. At this moment, the key's true function will be activated on a global scale. Depending on who holds the controls, it will trigger either a mass awakening or a mass subjugation. We are living in that prophesied time. The information age has connected us all, creating the very network needed for such an event. The question is no longer where the key is, but who is guiding its purpose. The secret war fought in the shadows for centuries is about to break out into the open. And the battlefield is our own minds. What we have presented here is just the beginning, a single thread pulled from a tapestry of secrets that is millennia old. There is more to find, more to understand. The truth is not buried in the past. It is unfolding all around us, hidden in plain sight. Keep your eyes open. Question everything you've been taught. The grand architect's plan is reaching its conclusion, and we are all a part of it, whether we know it or not. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the shadows. If you want to explore more of history's greatest mysteries, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Until next time, stay curious.